Okay, lots to cover. One, this whole barge thing seemed eerily familiar to me for some reason. Then I realized there was a scene in the movie, which I haven't seen, but it was on the commercials, Leave the World Behind by Obama, who is the Antichrist, I believe. And they produced that movie, Leave the World Behind, and it showed a barge that represented the Antichrist or whatever coming and crashing right onto the beach. Well, this barge that just took out the Baltimore Maryland bridge looked eerily familiar, almost like it was, I don't know. How did they know a barge was going to crash when they made the movie? You know what I'm saying? No coincidences, folks. It's another sign of what's to come, what they're planning. Also, I just got I'm halfway through getting my paperwork for the Connecticut planned medical leave or whatever, but my boss failed to tell me that I needed not only the Aflac CT planned medical leave, but also FMLA. So now I got to go and rush to get all that done by tomorrow. FMLA now. Otherwise, the FMLA protects your job. They didn't tell me that. The other one protects your finances, that make sure you have money while you're on medical leave, and I'm going to be on medical leave for months after my spinal surgery this coming Saturday. So I also realized that my bosses replaced me already with somebody for $19 an hour when I asked for the same, and they wanted to give me $20 an hour, the people I was working for, and my boss said no.
How long have you been using the mobile today?
Nope.
What can I help you?
2 hot fudge sundaes, please.
Is that all?
Yep, that's it. Thanks. So, my boss said no, even though this family I work for wanted to give me $20 an hour because I go way above and beyond for them and do way more than my job description. And I've been working for them for over 3 years. And my boss said no. We're not giving you any more than minimum wage, even though they're not paying for it. It's a private pay client, and they're millionaires, and they were paying the last person $40 an hour to do less than me. And so I deserved the $20 an hour. Well, they said no last year, so I've been stuck at minimum wage. And then I just found out that because they sent the email and didn't realize I would see it, that they're asking someone to fill my shift for $19 an hour now. Okay, that's really wrong for them to do to me. Also, they're messing around. They told me that they sent the paperwork for the medical leave, and they never did, and they know that I need it in time. Also, they didn't tell me that I needed family medical leave as well. I only have the Connecticut planned leave. That protects money to make sure that I get like $100 a week or $200 a week while I'm on disability, because I'm not going to get paid. But it doesn't protect my job. The other one protects my job, and they didn't tell me that. So I just found out because I asked a question at the library, and I'm like, so now I got to rush to get the paperwork done tomorrow, print it off, and go all the way out to my office tomorrow and all the way to the surgeon's office and have it all done before Thursday, if my boss will even sign off on it. And I think they have to by law unless I don't know about it. And so they were hoping I wouldn't find out about it. It really gets me mad, the games they're playing, because I had a feeling they were just going to not let me have my job back when I came back from surgery. And I've had that happen to me 2 other times. The last 2 times I had surgeries, I lost my job because of my spinal surgery. Hold on 1 second, guys. And the last 2 times, how are you? The last 2 times I did not know that these things were available to me.
685?
Everybody impatient. So, say hi, Donna. Thank you.
You are?
Hold on. Okay. Thank you. I don't know where you're gonna put this, but I gotta drive. Alright, hold on. Thank you. You too. So anyway, folks, a lot going on, and I'm just getting tired of employers screwing me over financially, keeping me down, not giving me what I deserve to be paid, for no reason at all. Probably trying to get me to quit. Take that. trying to get me to quit, and then not telling me that I'll lose my job if I don't get the FML paperwork signed, which nobody told me I needed. They only told me I needed the one for the money. They did not tell me that I needed the other one to keep my job. So these things really irritate me because the games people play, and they told me over the summer that the only reason I still have my job is because my clients insist on not replacing me because they like me. Now, the client's paying a lot of money, $34 an hour, for me to work for him. And the company gets half. So I get like $17.50 or whatever, and they get $17.50. So if he went and gave me $20 an hour that he wanted to, they would also get $20. So he'd be paying $40 an hour, which is he was willing to do because he's a multimillionaire, just to keep me and to make sure, because he wants to make sure I have enough money because he knows that I'm really poor and I'm struggling to make ends meet. He's like, listen, I'll give you $20 an hour and I'll give you full time if you want it. You can work as many hours as you want. I got plenty of money. I'm 80-something years old. I'm not going to take it with me when I die. And so my boss said no. And I'm like, but it benefits you and the company too, because if I make $20 an hour, you make $20 an hour. And so why would you deny me getting a raise? No, we're not going to do that. You don't deserve to get paid $20 an hour for what you do. But I do, because I do a lot more than I'm. So anyway, they said no. Now they're giving my new replacement $19 an hour. Okay? That is so messed up because I've been working with this guy for almost 4 years. I've been working for this company over 4 years, very, faithfully, devotedly. I go above and beyond for my clients. They all ask for me back. This one I've had for 3.5 years. His family's very happy with me. He's very happy with me. They want to give me a raise, and my boss said no. But now the next person who comes in and takes over for me while I'm on medical leave, they're getting $19 an hour. Then I was told that when I come back to work, I got to go back down to minimum wage. That's so screwed up. And the medical leave thing is only paying me a quarter of what I make a week. So I was making around $300 a week if I was lucky, like between $200 and $300. Now I'm going to be making, they take 20% out for taxes, minimum. And so I'm going to, no matter how much I make, so if it's $100, they take $20 out of it. So I'm going to be making probably like $100 or something a week. It's really just not even, it's almost not worth it, or even keeping this job. I'm so upset because this happens to me everywhere I work my whole life. I work really hard for the company. I always earn all my money. I go above and beyond. I get all of my commissions. I always raise the bar. And people give my commissions that I earn to other people who didn't earn it, or I'll land a multi-million-dollar client that nobody's been able to land. And then they'll give the client to someone else who didn't earn it, who didn't land them. I'm just this happens everywhere I go. It's like I don't want to work for anybody anymore because I keep getting screwed over. And I end up never having enough money to make ends meet. I never get a promotion. I never become a manager. I never get full-time with benefits. I never get 401k or benefits or paid vacations or vacations at all or paid time off. Nothing. Paid sick leave. Nothing. I always go from one garbage job to another, and I earn my way up the top like everybody else, and I never get, like this company, I designed a position that we needed. I said, we need a liaison, a customer liaison to go out to the houses and to grow the client base and to talk to the clients and make sure that that they're happy with our employees and this and that. And so the boss said, yeah, that was a good idea. So after pushing her to create this position for me, it was a $56,000 a year. No, $68,000, I think she said, full benefits, dental, everything I need, 401k. She finally decides to create the position. Then she gives me an interview. She interviewed me first. She said I had the job after she made me agree to working 80 hours a week, weekends, holidays, always on call, having to work 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. in the office, and then work outside on clients on top of it. So I would have been working into my life into the ground, okay? And she said because I didn't have a college degree, she wasn't going to give me the $68,000. She was going to give me $32,000. Yet I got to work all the time. No days off. She was just doing it because she knew nobody would say yes. So I said yes just to test her. And she said, okay, fine. Then the job's yours. You start Monday. On Monday, I get a call. Don't come in. You got to stay with your clients. I found someone else for the position. I'm like, but you already told me the position's mine. So she hired this woman, Denise, from outside the company, okay, because she had a college degree and experience. And so she was getting $68,000 a year, full benefits, everything. Weekends off, holidays off, okay, only 40 hours a week, okay, in the office, a company car, gas and mileage reimbursement, everything. Okay, 2 weeks paid vacation, paid medical leave, everything that I was supposed to have that she said I couldn't have unless I worked 80 hours a week round the clock. And even though I said yes to it, they gave it to someone else. And she doesn't have to do all that. So she was just not planning on giving me the job anyway. And that is just evil. Her name is Linda Craig. She owns the company Always Best Care Senior Services. Yeah, don't work for them. I've also sent them many employees that they hired over the years, good people from church, and none of them ended up staying. Hey, Tony. So I'm really pissed now. And now that I just found out that they're not telling me about the family medical leave that I also need to sign up with to protect my job from being lost when I'm having surgery, they didn't tell me that. They told me that I needed one part of it, but they didn't tell me I needed both. And I'm down to the wire now. And all this has to be done by tomorrow because the office closes for the holidays on Thursday. And my surgeon's not going to be around all week. So I am going to be running around crazy tomorrow, all day and all night, from the crack of dawn, trying to get paperwork. I got to go all over the state. So the home office is far away in Wallingford. I got to go all the way to New Haven, Connecticut, to get the surgeon to sign the papers because my surgery is in a couple days. And if I don't get this complete, I won't have a job when I come back, and I won't have money coming in every week for paid medical leave. And I could be out of work for over a month to 6 months. So this is messed up that these people are playing games. They don't care what happens to me, you know. It's almost like they want me to quit. And over the summer, they literally told me they were treating me so. They gave everybody like rewards and you know, like bags and all kinds of stuff for this company party that they made us go to in the summer. So I go, and they didn't give me anything. They didn't give me any like awards or gift cards or a new bag or, you know, any supplies or any of that like they gave everybody else. And then they tell me, here, finish your hot dog, which was cold and burned. And they started reprimanding me. And then they said, okay, hurry up and get to your client now. And I'm like, why do you guys treat me like crap? And she goes, you're just lucky to still have a job because the only reason you still have a job, it's called job security because your client insists on keeping you. When he's gone or when he passes away, you probably won't have a job. And I'm like, but I'm one of your best employees. Like, what is your issue with me? And she's mad because they wouldn't pay me properly. They kept one week. I worked the same hours for the same pay, same tax bracket every week. Some weeks I get $349. Some weeks I get $100. Some weeks I get, and I've been working overtime. So I should be making $500-600 a week, but I'm only getting paid for 20 hours, even though I work 6 to 8 hours a day. And so they keep screwing me over, and they won't give me my money, and they never did, so I threatened to go to the state and report them to the Better Business Bureau. And so ever since I said that, the CEO of the company has it out for me, and they're just trying to piss me off so I'll quit. Or find a reason to get rid of me. So now they know that when I saw that email go out that they're offering a stranger $19 an hour for the same position that I've been working at minimum wage for when I was supposed to be getting $20 an hour. Okay, they do everything they can just to spite me and to make me want to quit. And because if you quit on your own, they're off the hook. You can't collect or anything. You know what I mean? So they're just pushing my buttons and trying to piss me off to get me upset. So I really need a better job when I'm done with this surgery. When I recover from this terrible surgery. I hope to get a much better paying job at a company that pays everything and appreciates a dedicated, hard-working employee. Okay, I even buy my clients birthday cards, birthday cakes, presents. Every holiday I take care of them, cards, gifts, whatever, and they appreciate it because they don't have family or anyone to do that. Nobody else in this company does that for their clients. In fact, they say not to do stuff like that. But I'm not only a good person, but also a Christian. And I treat people the way I'd want to be treated. So, yes, I know, but that's on here live. So, anyway, I got to end the video. I got to finish eating my food. But I just wanted to catch you guys all up. I'm so tired of being screwed over by people. Even, I work really hard for my company, and they give everybody rewards every week and this and that. I get nothing. Okay, you have no idea. If you look at my Facebook page, you'll see the letter that I wrote them, the email that I sent them today, that outlines everything that I do for these people that are way outside my job description, okay? And that's why I should be getting 20 to 40 an hour, like they wanted to give me, but my boss said no. And it only hurts her. Talk about cutting your nose off to spite your face, because if I make 20, you make 20. So the company could be making more money on me. And I also work overtime. I work till 1, 2 in the morning. Instead of just 4 hours, I work 6 to 8 hours a day. And so they'd be making a lot of money, and so would I. But they said no. I mean, how stupid is that? But now they're doing it for someone else. Anyway, I gotta go.